And welcome back to another episode of Bomb Hikers, which that wasn't really going for that. I was going for more like this, but I was going to make it more dramatic and throw it. But yeah, look.
You're highlighting something I actually wanted to comment on, which is one of the issues with exploration in modern Zelda games is that everything's very broadcasted. But this game, look at all those walls. Can't bomb any of that crap. So they gave you clues that walls were bombable, but they also gave you so many red herrings and rooms that don't really matter, that kind of stuff.
Right.
It was a good way to balance having telegraphed hints with making you actually put some work into the game.
Yeah, because I mean, like, there's a lot of spaces like where I was able to fall through the floor that, don't necessarily apply in that way, or they may also not be a good thing to fall down.
Right. Yeah, taking damage or being set back a ways.
Yeah. And you sort of learn from this dungeon, which applies in later dungeons, that if you see a background like that it means there's a floor below you.
Oh, I never picked up on that.
Yeah, like this floor, you fall through this, it's gonna hurt you. But this floor, you can see that there's a pattern down there. So
yep.
Actually, you learn this in the third dungeon. Actually, not this one, because that's the only way to get the Moon Pearl.
Sure. Yeah. Learning that diving down the floor can be a good thing. That was my takeaway. That sometimes it's not terrible to dive off the floor.
Yeah.
I guess
it's a lesson for learn life, or for your own life. It's not always a bad thing to jump off high places.
Now, this room was the first major obstacle for me, because for whatever reason, I just never made the connection that you can push statues on the switches.
I know, but notice the way I walked into this room. Like, I walked up here, I started going for these things here, and I happened to nudge against that. Like, I wasn't even planning on doing that, and it moved.
Yes, they kind of... It wouldn't happen for everyone, but in this case, you got a pretty major hint.
Yeah.
I think, okay.
I was gonna say, if I had gone for that side instead, it wouldn't have necessarily happened, but...
Yeah. I think I busted out the little hint book that came with the game.
Yeah. It's so crazy just because it's been so long since I played this game. Like, I can't really recall, like, which, puzzles I had difficult times with. Like, I remember a few bosses, holding me back on the game for a few months, but... Yeah, actually solving those puzzles, I can't remember it.
Not quite as memorable, I guess. And this dungeon is so much bigger and more complex than any of the earlier ones.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're already like sort of 2 episodes into this dungeon, and it didn't necessarily take us as long to do the other dungeons when we were playing it.
No. They were all very, very breezy affairs. Still some cool designs. Like, I love how the Desert Palace had the split.
Yeah. And I mean, that's just like one of the early examples of this game, establishing a formula and then, immediately breaking it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, this game does this, like, with almost every single dungeon it has. Like, the second dungeon, that's where, you get the break between the 2 dungeons, different areas. The third dungeon, you get the big key almost immediately.
Right.
As opposed towards the end.
Yep.
And then this one's big twist is, I don't know what the big twist is for this one, but it has a twist. And it's a cool twist.
Right. The eye thing might actually count as a twist.
What I just did, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this what I do here? Yeah, it is.
That's how you get up there.
Well, damn it.
There you go. Walk up.
Broke it. Yeah, I don't remember if this is this is the way you're supposed to do it, but that's the way I always did it.
I always get so turned around in this one. I'll just let you do your thing without any criticism from me. I think this dungeon is actually the one I have the most trouble navigating.
Oh yeah? Yeah, I can't recall if what I just did right now was the correct way of solving it, but it's the way I've always solved it, so, I mean, I guess...
Same here.
Yeah.
I can't think of a better way.
Haha.
And here's an example of a Zelda game remembering that you got some items on the way to the dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, it's that little small thing, you know, be like, oh yeah, you have the Pegasus boots. We're gonna use it for more than, you know, just for convenience.
Yeah. It's... And this is one of the least linear Zelda games too. But they still remember.
Yeah, I mean, like even like these little areas right here are just a reminder, you know, hey, you got a lantern, we're gonna make you use it.
Right. Yeah, so many Zelda dungeons in the Ocarina of Time through Skyward Sword era seem to have been developed in a vacuum. I remember that there was more game beyond that dungeon.
Right. Well, it's sort of like when the series reached a point with, I guess it really happened with Ocarina of Time, where, you know, the item just didn't become just a reward for a dungeon. It became like the entire dungeon revolved around that item.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple gates you use the hammer to get that pass. But...
I mean, like in this one, like, you know, yeah, you have to have the hammer to beat it, but I mean, that's basically it. You don't even need to use the hammer to beat the boss in this one.
Right. Yeah, it makes a lot of things easier or possible, but you don't need it. Like the Helm rocks are now super easy for you. You just bash their skulls.
Yeah. I can
Got
kill
the
those.
flippy turtles. Yeah.
No.
And you've fallen into their trap.
Yeah. They're trapped to make my stupid beeping music sound. Yeah, I sort of feel disoriented now. Where the heck am I in this dungeon?
That's what this
I'm back up
does,
here.
man.
Oh crap, I gotta go through this all again.
Yeah. Too much of a setback.
Okay. So we're up here again. I think it's where I wanted to be.
Yeah. It's a good place to be. Get some rupees, get your health back.
Why, thank you. A lot of rupees in here. See, this is how you reward the player with rupees. You don't just throw it all, like 500 rupees in a chest, and then say...
Yeah, make the player go and grab them.
It's very satisfying. Like it's not necessarily like a lot of rupees, but it feels nice collecting them.
It does. Get a nice little ching sound.
Yeah, it is a very satisfying sound.
Also helps when the game gives you something to spend your rupees on.
Yeah. Alright, maybe this isn't where I wanted to be.
You got some money. But yeah, this wasn't the... Yeah, you want to get back down those stairs with the red guys.
Yeah, that's where I was before I got blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think I have to go through that door to the right. And back to where that statue was.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Alright, you guys seriously need to get out of here.
Yeah, but these guys are the worst. I'm never happy to see those guys.
Yeah. Even when they get easier to kill, when your sword gets stronger, like, they're still so annoying.
Oh yeah, the knockback is the problem, not the damage they do to you.
Oh wait, that's not what I want to do. I wanted to just go straight through there.
Easy fix.
Yeah. Solving puzzles I don't need to solve.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, so I just need to open this door again. Good old block puzzles, one of our favorite things in all of Gamehiker.
They're best. I wish someone would make a game that was nothing but block puzzles.
I think they have. It's called most Zelda games.
Yeah.
I know, like, whenever I play, like, Ocarina of Time and some of the other ones, like, especially, like, when I get to the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time, like, they have, like, this one section with all those block puzzles, and it is just exhausting.
Yeah. It really is. 3D block puzzles at that.
Yeah. And, like, it wouldn't be, like, the worst thing, but, like, it just takes so long for Link to move,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the blocks.
Yep. And he's got to jump and screen. It's a whole process.
Yeah. It's like, why couldn't they just give him, like, hollow blocks and make it easy on us?
Good question. Well, maybe catch our breath and pick it up next time.
Alright, we're just gonna hang out with these weird gopher heads and
Yeah.
take a nap. Good night.
Night.